Did you know that Jesus was trans? The virgin birth means that Jesus only had X chromosomes. So I guess he was ahead of his time, a lot like us. Yesterday was Trans Day of Visibility and it fell on Easter, or that is to say, Easter fell on Trans Day of Visibility. And Easter, for 2,000 years, has been celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon of spring. It's tied to that. Now, if that doesn't sound pagan, I don't know what is, but pretty well every Christian holiday is overlaid on top of a pagan feast, from Christmas to the virgin birth to transubstantiation, all of it. And I saw a lot of comments like this yesterday. I saw them on my own videos on this platform and on YouTube, and they just struck me as being so passive aggressive. Like First Peter calls you to defend your faith if asked. And what I found really interesting was these folks were going and seeking these videos out. And probably because they were seeking them out and watching them and commenting, they were getting more of them pushed into their feed and more of the comments were happening. I tend to delete comments like that. I try to have like a safe space in my comment section, primarily because while I can handle it, I have that fortitude or that reserve capacity. I don't know that everyone watching the stuff I post does, or might be early on in their transition and at a very vulnerable point in their transition. What I think it shows is that a lot of people continue to view the world through this bifurcated lens. And trans and non-binary people challenge this binary worldview. And that discomfort can lead to transphobic rhetoric and bigotry. We see this with misinformation regarding trans youth and trans women competing in sports. We see it with regards to immigration and undocumented migrants crossing the southern border in the US, and how a lot of this is amplified to appeal to low information voters, and how it reinforces a lot of their long held beliefs. One thing I've learned over gender transition over the last 6 years is that policing gender expectations and gender expression harms all women. I can think of a local example where a woman was working out in the gym and was accosted by another patron there because she thought that she was trans and wasn't cis when she was in fact cis. We also saw that in Alaska a couple weeks ago. Same thing played out. And we've seen it a number of times where mask presenting folks or butch lesbians also get accosted in bathrooms, and in a couple of cases have had police come. If anything, I think Christianity is about hope, specifically hope in the resurrection. And I feel like a lot of faith-based bigotry actually limits hope. It limits creative expression. It limits personal growth. The next time Trans Day of Visibility will land on Easter is 2086. So we've got, 60 years to prepare? 62 years to prepare? But in the meantime, maybe we could just be a little bit more open-minded and compassionate for people just trying to live their life, and that's it. I know that breaking down gender stereotypes will be good for all of society in that it creates a more inclusive environment where everyone can feel safe regardless of gender or sexual identity and expression. Anyways, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm my cup of tea, and Jesus loves me. This I know. For the Bible told me so. There you go. Have a great one, y'all. Enjoy. We're now in Pentecost, aren't we? I think we're in Pentecost. There we go. So, yeah, I'm a believer. I know this stuff. And I hope you do too. Catch you later.